Every 104 seconds, someone walks away from a coastal powerhouse. Another leaves a northern hub every 143 seconds. You're not imagining the squeeze. The cost of living is up 23.7% since 2020. People are voting with their feet. Today, we're counting down 10 places Americans are quietly fleeing. We'll show the real-time clocks, the tax signals pushing families out, and the fiscally friendlier regions pulling them in. Stay to the end to see which one loses someone about every 6 minutes, and what leaving can save you this year. Number 1, California. You think high wages shield you in California, but the clock says otherwise. About every 104 seconds, someone leaves. Here's the truth. A $150,000 salary can feel like $90,000 after state tax, premium rent, and car insurance. Add gas taxes and you bleed cash with every commute. Insurers pull back in wildfire and flood zones, pushing premiums higher or forcing risky gaps. Median home prices blow past the 3 times income rule. Remote workers follow NTUF's directional data and Kiplinger's Sunbelt drift. 0% income tax and cheaper roofs win. Leaving can zero out state tax and cut housing by 4 figures. Bottom line, payroll drives the exit. Now about New York. Number 2, New York. You love the buzz, but your budget keeps shrinking. Every 143 seconds, someone else taps out. Here's the truth. State tax, city tax, and childcare stack like weights. Transit helps, but median rent swallows take-home pay fast. Since 2020, grocery costs jumped and utilities climbed, so paychecks strain. Kiplinger flags steady outflow from Long Island toward the Carolinas, chasing lower costs and more space. Contrast that with a move south. Total tax burden drops, wages stay competitive, and housing doesn't crush you. With 0% or low state income tax and cheaper rents, you free up thousands a year. That's a mortgage payment back, and the next stop on this list accelerates that math. Number 3, New Jersey. Garden State paychecks look solid until the bill stack hits. Here's the truth. Property taxes run hot, with median bills near $9,000 a year at roughly 2.21%. Add car insurance that often tops $2,000 in daily tolls on the Turnpike and Parkway, and your raise disappears like sand through a sieve. A median-priced home here can cost thousands more per year than a similar home in the Carolinas. NTUF's revealed preference logic fits. People leave high-tax zones. Kiplinger flags Central Jersey's outflow. Even small income gains get erased by taxes and housing. Shift to South Carolina or Georgia, and you cut property tax and insurance, freeing cash for debt or savings. Number 4, Illinois. Every 6 minutes, another Illinoisan leaves. That's a stadium emptying over a season. Here's the truth. Property taxes run hot while pension bills hang overhead, so local levies and fees act like a slow wealth tax on homeowners. Since 2020, utilities and groceries climbed, and in parts of Chicago, crime risk pushes insurance up or cuts coverage. Rents rose faster than many wages, squeezing the middle. Now the pull is clear. Indiana and Tennessee post lower property taxes, a lighter total burden, and solid jobs. Cross the border and you can drop tax bills by thousands and reset housing to income to sane levels. Next up, another balance sheet squeeze. Number 5, Massachusetts. World-class hospitals and schools. But the household math keeps failing. Here's the truth. A new surtax on high earners stacks on already steep costs. Greater Boston rent eats paychecks, and the 23.7% post-2020 rise in basics hits hard. Add a monthly rail pass, high car insurance, and daycare that rivals rent, and mid-career families run out of runway. It's like adding weights to a thin bridge. Shift the equation. New Hampshire's no-wage income tax trims the take-home hit. North Carolina lowers the total burn with cheaper housing and services. Moving north or south can swing your monthly by 4 figures. Now, Connecticut's ledger tells a similar story. Number 6, Connecticut. The lawns are perfect, the ledgers are not. Here's the truth. Connecticut hits you with high property taxes, steep electric rates, and pricey services. Retirees and mid-earners feel the monthly drag. Compared with North Carolina or Florida, you pay more for the house and the power to run it. Health insurance and Medicare supplements often cost more here too, which strains fixed incomes. People follow predictable math, not just sunshine. Lower taxes and cheaper housing in the Sun Belt pull because the bills make sense. Downsizing in the Carolinas or Florida can cut housing by half and trim tax friction. Now, Pennsylvania shows a different kind of drain. Number 7, Pennsylvania. On paper, the state income tax looks light. In practice, basics eat the raise. Here's the truth. Local wage taxes trim every paycheck in cities and towns. Older homes leak money through heat, repairs, and higher power. In Philly or Pittsburgh, a family budget stacks rent or mortgage, city wage tax, gas and tolls, plus utilities that spike in winter. Contrast that with suburbs in North Carolina or Tennessee. Newer builds, cheaper power, and no wage tax. Total outlay drops even when headline rates match. That's the kicker. Bottom line, moving can trim monthly overhead by hundreds. The total bill decides. And the next state shows how storm risk turns premiums into pressure. Number 8, Louisiana. Culture is rich, budgets aren't. Here's the truth. Insurance premiums keep climbing as storms pound the coast. Homeowners get renewal hikes or policy exits. Small landlords juggle higher coverage, flood add-ons, and repairs after wind and water. Utilities and groceries ran up since 2020, so wages struggled to close the gap. Inland Sun Belt metros offer similar pay in logistics, healthcare, and manufacturing, but with lower storm exposure and calmer premiums. That difference shows up every month like a leak you finally fixed. Move north or east inside the belt and premiums drop, budgets steady, and savings stick. Now about jobs leaving and families following. Number 9, West Virginia. When industry thins, you chase work. Here's the truth. Job options run narrow, wages lag, and seeing a doctor can take time or distance. Workforce participation stays low, and spotty broadband blocks remote roles. After 2020, prices climbed on gas, food, and power, so a lower sticker life still feels tight. It's like running on a treadmill with the speed set too low for growth. Cheaper isn't enough when the career ladder is short. The earnings gap wins. Move to Carolinas or Ohio River metros and you can lift pay while keeping costs in check. Early career families get both rungs and room. Next, Mississippi. Number 10, Mississippi. Low sticker prices tempt you. Hidden costs push you out. Here's the truth. Wages run low while essentials climbed since 2020, so the gap narrowed fast. Insurance and healthcare strained budgets with fewer providers and higher out-of-pocket hits. School quality varies, which limits the talent pipeline and stalls high-growth industries. Career ladders feel short, so raises stay thin. Compare that with Alabama or Georgia suburbs. Slightly higher prices, but steadier services, better wage tracks, and more reliable coverage. You keep the cost edge and gain income. Bottom line, move and you trade thin savings for traction. Survival turns into progress, and the next option takes a different route to relief. Here's the truth. The real timer isn't a clock, it's your monthly burn. Taxes, housing, insurance, and wages either stack for you or against you. When they stack against you, it feels like paying a fee to stand still. Run your own revealed preference test. Price your life in one lower tax Sunbelt metro and one local option. Put rent, tax, insurance, and commute side by side. Share your number in the comments so others can sanity check theirs.